Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. There is a very strong, clear message coming through for you. I already have your oracle cards pulled, so let's go ahead and jump right in. You've got number 17, friendship. Number 21, stormy. Number 41, time. And at the bottom of the deck is number 38, veiled. Okay. There is a close, intimate relationship in your life that is currently moving through conflict. This doesn't have to be a literal friend. It could be a romantic partner, it could be a family member, co-worker, it could even be a group of people like a business or a company, right? Take it as it resonates. But there's a quality of closeness and a degree of intimacy within this relationship. And it's currently moving through some choppy waters. Conflict is arising. But Spirit is saying very clearly through this time card, give it time. 111 on the timer. Give it time. Don't jump ship. Because there is something so profoundly important for you to learn about yourself through this relationship and the conflict that is arising in it. With veiled at the bottom of the deck, the message is very clear. There's something here you don't see. There's something you don't see about yourself in this relationship. The conflict is actually arising for your benefit. As annoying as that may sound, that's what Spirit is saying. That's the message. The conflict is arising to almost like jostle things up enough that this veil can be released and you can connect more deeply with your own personal truth, okay? So this is a powerful moment for reclamation of personal power. And I do notice underneath of the veiled card, we have spiritual cleansing. This is really what Spirit wants you to move through. There's a shedding, a release, and a purge that wants to happen. Purging and releasing the veil. The veil that prevents you from connecting with deeper levels of personal truth, okay? Now, this time card is associated with Saturn, which is your planet, which is all about hard lessons learned over time. So patterns. Therefore, this may be a pattern. This conflict, it may not be the first time that this has happened in this relationship, okay? That's for some of you. But, you know, sometimes that's what it takes. It takes a certain kind of conflict coming up again and again and again and again before we allow ourselves to move deeper into personal truth, right? It's like, you know, that analogy of the frog in the boiling water. If you don't, it's fine. It's basically like we acclimate ourselves to a certain level of discomfort until the temperature gets turned up so hard that we just explode, right? Tower card moment happens. It's almost like this is an opportunity for you to prevent a tower card moment. Connect with personal truth now. Allow this relationship to reveal the truth of you now. You don't have to let it build to a tower card moment, right? Very interesting. Okay, now, before we move into tarot, I did want to say, I almost forgot, as I was pre-shuffling all of these decks for you, I was shuffling my journal prompt deck and one fell out. And it was number 8. And the question was, what do you wish you could tell someone that you feel like you can't? So I took note of that and then put it back in. But that was before I pulled any of these oracle cards. And now that I have these oracle cards and the message is so clear, I mean, that prompt is pretty perfect. So what do you wish you could tell someone? What do you wish you could tell this person or this group of people that you feel like you can't? Why do you feel like you can't? What are you afraid will happen if you do speak your truth? And I think maybe that's what this veiled card is alluding to. It's an avoidance of truth because your truth may really rattle things, shake things up, and ironically cause conflict that's already happening. Okay, interesting, something to think about. All right, let's go into tarot. I am using the Before Tarot for you. All right, Spirit, where do you want me to go from here? Clarify the Veiled card. What does Capricorn not see? What does Capricorn not see? Clarify the Veiled card, please, Spirit. Got it. Okay. Number 6. The 6 of Swords. It's time to go. It's time to go. Now, this is the Suit of Swords, which is all about the realm of the mind, your thought, your belief, your perspective, right? So some of you may come to the conclusion that it is time to end the relationship literally, but at the very least, for all of you, it is time for a shift in perspective. What isn't working for you is your perspective. Judgment. You're being called to elevate your perspective to see the bigger picture. It's almost like witness yourself in this relationship and witness the relationship dynamic, right? Witness it all as if you were another person. Witness it as if you were this angel in the sky. So detach a little bit, just for a second. Just detach, zoom way out, and look at it from this bird's eye view. What do you notice that you didn't notice before? When you're in it, it's hard to really see it clearly, right? 6 of Wands. That'll be your victory. That's how you free yourself. That's how you take this veil off of your eyes. This is how you free yourself. You shift your perspective to a much more objective one. I imagine there's a lot of emotions. I mean, stormy weather implies stormy emotions. When you're swirling in all of these emotions, it can be very difficult to see the situation clearly and objectively. And also, every single emotion holds personal truth, right? So this is not an invitation to bypass or ignore your emotions. Actually, the exact opposite. You'll be able to work with your emotions and the truths they contain more effectively when you zoom out and interact with them more objectively. I hope that makes sense. That's the message that's coming through. Okay, there's a huge shift in perspective that wants to happen here. You're being called to elevate yourself. To me, what that means is you're being called to not match them, whoever they are, whoever he or she is. Don't entrain with them. Do not match them. Do not mirror them. If they're throwing negativity at you, don't stoop to their level, right? It's a call to elevate yourself. There's a call here for you to be the kind of person you want to be, regardless of how someone else is showing up. Okay? It's almost like you you standing firm in your truth that the way things are just isn't working for me anymore, that you being strong enough within yourself to actually say that to them, that's going to then in turn reveal their deeper truth. Either they're willing to work with you or they're not. You know what I mean? All right, where do you want me to go from here, Spirit? Let's go right into advice. Advice for Capricorn. That was fast. Oh, weird. Okay, this is so cool. Okay, we've got the Hermit and the Star. And the Hermit, you know, is not only surrounded by stars, he's holding a star that he's about to put in his lantern. He's about to light his lantern with a star. So there's two images of stars. Yeah, this brings me back to the spiritual cleansing card. This is an opportunity for healing. What if you knew for a fact that this conflict arising was Spirit literally rolling out the red carpet for you to do deeper healing than you've ever done? This is Spirit rolling out the universe, life, fill in the blank with whatever you resonate with. This is life rolling out the red carpet for you to come home to yourself, to release burden that isn't yours. The Star is about healing. And also, the Star and the Hermit card are both about focusing on yourself. This channeled through me actually a couple of years ago now, and it still resonates with me to this day. Your relationship to yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. So the conflict you're experiencing externally is a reflection of the conflict you feel internally. There's two parts of you that are pulling in opposite directions, right? One of you just wants to swallow your truth. One of you wants to scream it. One of you wants to stay in the relationship. One of you wants to walk out, right? You know, whatever it is for you. If you are not in conflict with yourself, then you don't really struggle to know how to respond to someone else. I hope that makes sense. So the advice here is to go within. To go within, to prioritize yourself and to see yourself as the beginning and the end of your life. You are the source. You're in control here of your life. Take your power back and take some time to really contemplate what you want your future to look like and where does this person fit into that? How might they fit into that? If at all. If at all. All right, let's get a journal prompt now from my journal prompt deck. Journal prompt for Capricorn. I'll be absolutely fascinated if that same one jumps out again. Journal prompt for Capricorn. Haha! Okay. Number 51. Is it possible to experience true connection or intimacy if you're not authentic? Well, contemplate that question for yourself. I believe the answer is no. I believe the answer is no. Because if you're not really you, then you are not showing up in the relationship. What you want is real intimacy. What you want is heart-to-heart connection, honesty, trust, genuine care, right? That's what you want. In order to experience that, you have to show all the way up. Otherwise, whoever you're interacting with, they're interacting with a mask. They're interacting with almost like a character you're playing, not really you, you know? Okay, so technically 3 journal prompts came up. I'll just read them all to you. Number 5, what would your 6-year-old self think of you and the life you're living today? And then also 34, do you have the bandwidth to hold what you're asking for? Interesting. So, that brings up the question, if what you want is a heart-centered, authentic, peaceful, fulfilling relationship, who is the version of you that would be a match to that? Can you step into that version of yourself today? Why or why not? So many good questions. All right, let's wrap it up with an oracle card from Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. Closing message for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Closing message for Capricorn. Love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's see what the guidebook says. Love is a force, part of magic itself. It is a sense of wholeness without demanding perfection. Love yourself. Love your practice. Why? You are in a relationship with yourself. You are also in a relationship with your body, your magic, the world around you, the spirits, ancestors, deities, etc. Your practice is an entity unto itself. It has a spirit or consciousness of its own, your partner in discovering the universe. Your practice loves you. It loves the idea of you, not only you right now, but past you and future you as well. Embrace the sensual reality of being an embodied spirit. Then turn your eyes to the world and fall in love. Keywords are passion, devotion, desire, and embodied. Practice radical self-love and acceptance. Treat yourself as a lover would and embrace the beautiful possibilities. Perfection. Like complete and total perfection. Yeah, that covers everything. See yourself more objectively. If your lover or best friend was in the situation you're in, what advice would you give them? What would you see about them that they can't see about themselves, right? In seeing yourself more objectively, you can be more honest about the truth. The truth here that something's got to change. Something's got to give, right? It's a beautiful thing. This is a moment where you can practice true power, and self-love is the source of all love. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you, Capricorn. I hope that this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. I will be putting these journal prompts as well as several others in the description box, so be sure to check those out. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.